my tips for stress management were useful for you. Do like, share and subscribe my channel for a lot more interesting videos. Don't forget to press the bell icon. Let's get into the topic today. So my topic for today is the tips for body language. See, as we discussed earlier, we were discussing about the grooming tips for personality. Among that, I also said your posture and gestures are very important. As I told you earlier, only 7% of your verbal communications are important. The rest, 30% or 30+% comes for your vocal intonations and raising and falling of your voice and modulations. And the 55% of your communication lies in non-verbal cues. See, non-verbal cues are nothing but the body language. I hope you all understand what is body language first of all. Fine. So let's get into the tips for body language today. So the first and foremost tips is your posture and gesture. See, many don't understand what is posture and gesture. The way you stand, the way you present yourself in front of the person, it can be either one-on-one conversation or you represent a big crowd. Okay, so it can be any situation in the society once you get out of home. So in that case, the way you stand, the way you just sit, the way you project yourself, that is very important. That's called posture and gestures. I'll tell you do's and don'ts of posture and gestures. Fine. So first of all, in a posture, all of you have to understand you are not supposed to be having a slouching shoulder. Got it? Slouching is nothing but sitting like this. Okay? So sitting like this makes others feel that you are very less confident. Okay? And also there are some people who droop their shoulders like this. So make sure while you're sitting or while you're standing, your shoulder lines are very perfect. Okay? And also slightly move forward in order to show that you're interested in the conversation. Fine. So this is how while you're sitting, you have to just, make sure that your postures and gestures are perfect. And even while standing, it applies the same. And there are other kind of things like, people think that folding their arms gives them a most comfort. But remember, this kind of signs, it's like indirectly saying that I'm really not interested and I'm just, completely taken away from the conversation or from what others are saying. Okay, so better always have this open arms. Okay, open arms and open fist says that you are very honest and you're very genuine. So this is something which I can talk to you about postures and gestures in today's video. The second tips which I wanted to discuss to you all is the most important tips, eye contact. Okay. See, when it comes for eye contact, many knows, I think in today's scenario, like many of you knows what is eye contact. While you're talking to anybody, make sure you look at their eyes and speak. It shows that you are basically a very honest and genuine person. So don't just keep gazing here and there, it shows that you are distracting from what others are speaking to you. So most of the time, while you're talking to somebody, I'll give you a tips. You can just look at both their eyes, nose and lips for not more than 3 seconds. Probably you can look at the color of the eyes of the opposite person. So remember, this is a kind of a tips which I'm giving to you. Or if there are some panel of people, there are some group of people opposite to you, make sure that you give attention. Your eye contact moves from one corner to the other corner, but concentrating mainly on the person who is talking to you. But still you have to just give importance to all the people around. Fine. So this is all about eye contact. The third tips today which I wanted to tell you all is your firm handshake and hand movements. See, remember friends, it's very important that when you're initiating a handshake, so make sure that you're more confident in giving a handshake. So having a straight posture or gestures, giving a handshake should be very firm. Okay, and your thumb finger normally, I cannot show you as I cannot show you like this. But then when you're giving a handshake, please give a very confident and a firm handshake, which is very important. Okay, and don't keep, just moving the hands more than 1 or 2 times. Fine. Other than that, your hand movements, example, Example, while you're talking to people, so that's what do I do with my hands? Ma'am, you're saying that I'm not supposed to be holding my arms, or I just keep my wrist on the table. But what do I just do with my hands? See, your hand movements have to be very, very natural. So few people have it naturally, but once you practice it well in front of a mirror, definitely you can have this habit. Okay, but having this hand movements very naturally seems to be like, the opposite person, you can easily attract them. Understand? So make sure you give a proper and natural hand movements. The fourth important point is avoid line signals. See, when it comes for line signals, it is nothing but while you're talking to a person. See, there are many people who have such habits like, they keep touching their hair, or they just keep adjusting some of their clothing. Fine. So it's not just that. There are some people who always keep their hand on the mustache. See, there are many other habitual mannerisms people have. But line signals is very, very important. Please do concentrate on it. Never touch any of your accessories or or keep correcting your dresses or your hair, which is called as a line signal. So it is almost like a distraction what you give for the opposite person. So try to avoid this. The fifth point, just last but not the least, smile. See, it's a very important point in the body language. See, when you're really calm and composed, when your breathing line is like very stabilized, you have to, while talking to anybody, don't show your nervousness. When you become more nervous, you can never smile. Okay? And it is vice versa. Smile can hide all your nervousness. As I keep telling in many of my videos, smiling is very important. Stay calm, composed, and just have always a nice smile on your face. So that it just gives the audience or the opposite person an impression that you are super confident. Okay, so these are the main body language tips which I have discussed to you. But body language is considered. There are many other details which we have to learn. But as far as I could discuss most important points to you all, I think I have given you in this video. So stay tuned for lot more interesting videos. And wear your mask and be very safe. Continuously use your sanitizers. So this is most important nowadays during this pandemic. Enrich, empower and emerge with English. Thank you. All the very best.